Okay, I'm now recording. So last time, the party was left in a bit of a conundrum. I'm sure everyone agrees. The party, after exploring through the sickly sort of oozy floor of the fountain, decided that touching something that really didn't want to be touched was a great idea. And therefore, they were all teleported to a strange room. By the way, what's it called? Grunyar. When you are loaded in fully, tell me, and then I will set you all up.
Will do.
Okay? Like I explained, or like I described before, Scylla, Nara, Antic, and Anwar find themselves standing on a stone disc in a room with no windows or doors. The room is it seems to be carved out of a solid piece of obsidian. And the only thing in this room is another stone disc with 3 arrows carved into it, pointing in this direction, and this direction. The ale in here is very stale, and almost like you get that sort of like immediate choking sensation for a bit, as you're not used to how little oxygen's actually in this room. What do you do?
Well, I think this is an improvement. There's no ooze, there's no smells, there's no creatures. Could be worse.
Yeah, but there's no way out.
If we leave the stone disc and go back on the stone disc, it'll send us back to where we came from.
I somehow doubt that.
The disc does not do anything. As you can see, this disc is covered in 3 arrows, but this disc has 0 arrows.
Is there magic in the room?
As you attempt to cast Detect Magic, your Detect Magic spell fails.
Is knowledge arcana for why it failed?
Yeah, you could try that.
I think I'm fully loaded.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh, wait, I lied.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. It was just you changing that. Okay.
Okay, can you see the guys?
Yep, I can see everything.
Okay, now here's what you're going to want to do. On the top left, you should see Window.
Yes, I do.
There's a drop-down menu. Click Campaign,
Got it.
and you should have a ton of buttons now.
Yep.
These buttons will be important later. Okay. Knowledge Arcana. It appears as though... Let's see. It could be some sort of very specific anti-magic field. It could be a property of the dungeon. You're not sure. You haven't tried any other spells.
Is my light still on, or did it go out?
It is. Your light is still on.
I will toss my light coin and mage hand it back to me.
that happens without issue.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
It could be just detect magic. It could be spells that are divination spells. Again, there's not a lot of evidence either way.
I want to try stepping on the platform, but I'm worried about getting separated.
I'll step on it with you if you want to.
Okay, let's do it.
Anwar speaks up. We could all hold hands and step on it.
Yes.
That does seem safe,
Also, Silly, you can stop screen sharing now that Grunyer can actually see. There you
okay.
go. Okay. As you all do so, step to the black disc. And nothing appears to happen.
Should we all stand in one corner where an arrow is?
As you're closer now, the arrows actually seem like they depress.
I'm gonna keep holding hands with everyone. I'm gonna just like push down one of the arrows.
Which one? You're very quiet, Nara.
The middle one.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, I was gonna say I have you at 200%. I could barely hear you. Let's see. Might be on my end. Okay. As you press on the middle one, there is a sound almost like a sucking sound, like a vacuum for a split second. And then everyone feels cold. And then you are teleported. Let me get that all ready. Now let me give Grunyer ownership of his token. You all teleport into a similarly empty room, except for you see a dwarf in full armor, sort of fiddling with one of the stone discs. On these stone discs, this one has a button that goes this way, and this one has a button that goes this way only. This room is apparently completely empty. It appears to be carved out of the same piece of obsidian, with no signs of tool use. And Grunyar, you are now with the group. Make sure that you can move your token around by just kind of like moving slide to side. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
And then, first things first, you can double-click your token and click the Notes tab to see all of your abilities and things like that.
Awesome.
And then, as things come up, I will teach you how to use it in other ways.
Cool.
Okay, and you guys are free to interact.
Is the dwarf wearing anything that makes it look like an Orcus affiliation?
Actually, if you'd like to make religion checks, you could do that.
Great job.
Okay. Anwar very quickly points out that, as you bring up that concern, Scylla, the dwarf is not wearing anything that is related to Orcus. He is actually wearing, you can actually see he has a holy symbol on his, around his neck. And that holy symbol is of Kibris. Kibris being the god of burials, and the dead. Specifically, a god that would be opposed to Orcus, because the followers of Cabris find the undead to be abominations. Grunyar, you see 4 obviously adventurers teleport directly in front of you.
Had I... I'm trying to think of how to ask this question. I assume that I would have teleported to get here.
Yes.
Okay.
You are
So
not
it's
sure.
that.
Let's say, for the sake of this, you sort of did it by accident, and you're not sure what the buttons do yet.
That's fine.
Sort of just stepped on one by accident, and you're now here.
That sounds about right, honestly. Okay, so it wouldn't be a complete just, how did that happen at all? He's kind of just watching then. He has no idea what to make of this.
This dwarf is armed with a large tower shield that almost, if he was right behind it, you wouldn't be able to see him. You would just see the shield. And he has a bastard sword that actually stands about his height as he sort of leans it up over his shoulder to get like a decent way to carry it.
Who are you?
The one who addresses you is the taller woman in full plate armor with the great sword.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get to the right note here. Where is it? Oh, where would it list, like, what god I serve? You said it was Cabris?
Cabris, yes.
Okay. Sorry. He'll kind of like stand up a bit taller, I suppose, kind of like posturing a little bit. Generally, just be facing the entirety of the group. Just, I'm Grunyar Blackbones, Paladin of Cabris. Who are you?
Pipes up. I'm Anwar. That's Antic. That's Scylla. And that's Nara. We're looking for a way out.
They had just come from a kind of sketchier area. Is there anything like on like their clothing or anything that would tell me that they've been around? Like,
Some of them are pretty goopy.
okay.
They probably came from the same place you came from, which was the fountain.
Okay.
It's a place with a lot of ooze and plague zombies.
Okay. Sorry, moving something out of blocking my view here. He'll relax a little bit, so he'll just shift back to the posture he was already in. He'll step out from behind his shield a little bit, so it's not directly confrontational. It doesn't. Pretty clear you're not undead, and you don't seem to have had a good time with the other undead. As for a way out, I don't have an answer for you there. I'm not really sure how I got here.
How did you get here alone? Did you come here with a tribe of adventuring dwarves and you're the last lone survivor? Is this your tragic tale?
No, I've been here this whole time. I came alone. I'm
Nara
probably a
kinda
little further than I
at
was
him.
supposed to be. Sorry, what was that part?
I said Nara kind of squints at him, kind of suspicious.
Antic kind of like nudges Nara. I mean, you found me the same way.
Yeah, but you were leaving.
Are
I said
you
I'm
leaving, dwarf?
I don't have plans to. I'm probably further than I was supposed to go already. But as for where we're standing, I'm not sure where we are or exactly how I ended up here. So I intend to leave here. I don't plan on going home yet.
How far were you supposed to go? What is your quest?
I was mostly just supposed to kind of see what's going on in here, but I got a little carried away.
We touched some glowing runes on the wall, and now we're here too.
That is exactly how you ended up here.
Same.
You must be very strong then.
I'm lucky so far. I'm fairly defensive, and then so far, almost everything here I've been against before. As far as just undead in general. Nothing I haven't seen yet.
Moving if we want to get out of here soon.
Do the buttons, are they basically the same as the one from the previous room? Is there anything different?
There is
about-
absolutely nothing. And it appears like there's no signs of any tool carving or anything like that. It appears like these were spontaneously generated or perfectly eroded to look exactly the same.
Just like the doors. All the doors in the dungeon are identical.
Down to the scratches. Like someone literally like copy-pasted parts of this dungeon. And on these dials, this north one goes this way. No, sorry, not north to you. It would be east to you. It goes this way and this way. And there's a button here that he's fiddling with that goes this way.
I'm going to take out my chalk and draw a striped snake in the middle of the room.
Just like a small snake.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the snake room. We should do this methodically and try to map out where we've been so we don't get lost.
That's probably a good idea.
Antic and Anwar agree because they are NPCs.
Grinar will just watch.
I guess there's no sense of direction in this place, so the buttons we choose might as well be random.
I do want to see if we get separated, but I'm also afraid of getting separated.
I want to hold hands every time. I'm really scared of getting separated.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Buddy system. No.
Anwar looks at Gronyar. Do you want to come with?
I suppose it's as good of a choice as any. Just gonna hop over here.
Okay, the dwarf kind of like hobbles over and like steps up onto the platform.
I will offer you my hand to hold.
Now closer to him, you can see his armor is immaculately crafted and coated in a very thin layer of platinum all over. Okay, as you offer your hand out, there are two buttons on this disc you are on. Neither one appears to be any different from the other. One is, I believe it would be northeast. One is southeast.
I vote southeast.
Southeast.
Okay, do you press the button?
Yes.
Okay, there's that same sort of sucking noise. You all feel a very intense chill for a split second, and then you are suddenly somewhere else. You enter a room. It is a completely empty room. For the sake of time, I will not say if a room is empty unless it has things like that change it otherwise. This appears to be a room. The same carvings are not found. The same discs. This disc on it has 2 buttons. This disc here has 2 buttons.
Do we want to move to a different one, or do we want to stay on the same section each time?
I think we should try going back if there's an arrow that goes there to see if it's consistent, if we can get back to where we were. There might not. No, I don't think there's a button for that in this room now.
I don't know if our characters would even know which way.
That's true. There is no sense of direction. That's why I'm keeping you guys locked camera-wise to just like right here. I would recommend you
Well-
don't move your cameras.
In this room, I will draw a curly snake.
Where do you draw it?
The middle of the floor.
Do we want to draw pictures, or do we want to just like use numbers?
Scylla is already on the picture business.
Okay.
They
As
just
you
stick in my
approach,
head
as you
better.
approach the center of the room, Scylla, Grunyor, make a perception check.
Okay, how do I do that?
What you're gonna do is click your token so you're selected.
Mhm.
Then on the right there is a light blue button called Skill Check.
Yep, see it.
Click it and then select Perception and roll. And it should automatically roll for you, and you can see it in the chat. Okay.
Solid.
Grunyor, nothing. Okay. As you approach the center of the room, Scylla, right as you're finished drawing, you hear a harsh whisper. No escape. And something lashes out at you.
I dodge.
You attempt to. However, the shadow rakes its arm through your arm, passing through it. Almost immediately, you see your arm covered in frostbite and bruises. And, we're gonna roll initiative. As a pack of shadows appears from the walls.
That sounds fun.
Shadows can't be hit by regular weapons, can they?
No. They are also undead.
Ooh.
Do I know they can't be hit by regular weapons?
You can make a religion check.
I can't actually. I don't have that trained.
A spooky shadow.
I can make a religion check.
A spooky shadow.
Well, the first thing that happens is, when it touches you, you take 2 strength damage. And you take no other damage.
Oh, that's right. Shadows are pretty nasty. Granted, I only know their 5e version, so I don't.
They're
know.
way worse in Pathfinder.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
roll twice?
Nope, you're good. Top of the round. The shadow here. Let's see. I think it's just gonna try to touch you again.
Did we snapped? Did we snapped a grid too?
You did.
Oh, I see. Just not the floor grid.
Wow, you actually dodge out of that one. You see it coming and quickly move yourself out of the way as it tries to rake at you with its incorporeal claws. No escape. No escape. Antic is swiped at. However, Antic quickly dodges out of the way. Nara.
Yes.
You also dodge out of the way as this shadow swipes its claw at you. Scylla. You reel from the cold touch of the shadow. It's now your turn.
Oh, it's bad. I want to be behind Nara, and that's the worst direction I can go. And a 5-foot step here
Alright.
and say you should have tried the buttons and cast magic weapon on Nara.
That is a touch spell.
It's a touch spell? I
Yes.
can't do that in this turn then. There's no way I can get to you.
You can try to tumble here.
Is possible?
It is possible.
From this position?
Yep. You can move at half speed to tumble there and then touch Nara's sword.
Yes, I will do that.
Make an acrobatics check to tumble.
Acrobatics. Oh no.
Wow, you still do it, but you get an attack opportunity. And if it hits you, you stop. However, it doesn't. You reach out and touch Nara's sword, which begins to glow with light. Antic. Alright. Antic steps back, points at this shadow, and is going to cast Daze. The shadow's will, however, is too strong. That's a natural 20, Jesus. Grunyar.
Okay. Combat rules are different in this one. Can you still just walk through allies without...
Yep, you can just walk right through allies.
Okay. So
And you have 10 feet, you can technically charge.
So I wasn't exactly planning on charging, but I was planning on moving to this space.
Okay, you step through with your shield up and your bastard sword drawn. And? You want to make an attack?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure what the restrictions on actions and whatnot in this edition.
You have a standard and a move action and a swift action.
Ah, okay.
So you use your move action to move, and you can use your standard action to attack.
Yes.
So, you're gonna click your token, click the black attack frame button.
Okay.
Then you're gonna want to select. So there's a thing that says select attack 0. Choose your +1 bastard sword.
Yep.
And then just press attack at the top of the screen. Jesus. With a quick swipe, you have crit, and then you roll to confirm the crit, which is confirmed. You
Jesus.
decimate this creature.
Okay, never mind. My question doesn't matter then. I will take it.
As you swipe your bastard sword through the shadow shrieks in pain and dissipates into dust.
guess I should ask anyway. It just doesn't matter for that attack. Does that attack roll take into account the different bonuses that my
Yes,
character
it's already
has?
all
Oh,
coded
okay.
in. I coded it in
Okay,
beforehand.
perfect.
Anwar quickly steps backwards and is going to channel positive energy to harm undead. Shadow 1 passes, but Shadow 2 fails. Shadow 1 takes 3 damage, Shadow 2 takes 6 damage. How's my audio sound, by the way? I'm using a new setup.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah,
Alright.
you sound good.
Shadow 2 steps forward. Attempt to touch Nara. Touch successful. Nara, you take 5 strength damage.
No.
My one thing. Nara, you now have 13 strength.
Does that affect how I can use my weapon?
Yes. Suddenly your armor begins to feel heavy. You are now heavy loaded.
Oh god.
You now have a 15-foot movement speed. Shadow 1 steps forward. This way, actually. And is going to swipe at Grunyar. Ooh. However, as the shadow swipes at Grunyar, instead of passing through the armor like Nara did, the shadow is stopped by the platinum-coated armor. That is your awesome Ghost Touch armor ability.
Sweet.
Scylla.
I'm going to 5 foot step behind the
Did we
shieldy
skip
door.
my turn?
Nope. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yes, we did.
Okay, you can go now.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be your turn after them anyway.
So is it my turn or no?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna 5 foot step, and then I want to use a swift action to use one of my judgments.
Which one?
I want to go for resistance to cold damage, or it just says resistance to an energy type.
Okay. Resistance to cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it says the protection increases by 2 for every 3 levels.
Okay. So you have 4 cold resistance right now.
Okay.
And then I assume cleave.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. These two are not right next to each other, so you cannot cleave.
Oh god damn it. Then I'm just gonna attack Shadow 1.
Okay. Make an attack.
Do I still have my attack bonus for magic weapon?
You do.
Okay.
It's just an additional +1 to hit. With the +1, that's actually enough.
I helped.
Luckily, these are not full-on ghosts, so you actually do full damage with magic weapons. You swipe the shadow, which shrieks in pain. Scylla.
5 foot step behind Nara and sink arcane strike claws deep into Shadow 2.
Okay, make your claws.
And that's going to do an additional 1 damage if it hits. If either hit.
One of them does hit. Antic is going to tumble. But actually, Antic doesn't have a magic weapon, I don't believe.
I thought she did.
Oh, she does have the magic crossbow, you're right. Acrobatics, that's enough. She aims her crossbow and shoots at the shadow. She is flanking. That is tie goes to defender. The arrow whizzes right over Scylla's head as it passes through the shadow slightly. Grunyar.
No real point in moving here. So he, yeah. So he's just going to attack Shadow.
Okay. Make your attack. Unfortunately, the shadow dodges out of the way of your blow.
Big sad.
Anwar reaches her hand out, touching Nara, and is going to cast Lesser Restoration. Three of your strength returns to you, Nara.
Fuck yeah.
You feel a wave of strength rush back into you. Shadow 2. Five-foot step and try to touch Scylla. That is a touch. You take 2 strength damage, Scylla.
That's 4 total.
Shadow 1 attempts to touch Grunyar again. Again, you raise your shield up and just block the hand. Nara.
I am going to attack with my great sword again on Shadow 1.
Okay. Bleh. You just decimate it. It's gone.
Alright, aim.
Scylla.
Same thing as last time. Claws that seem to work with Arcane Strike. Extra 1 damage.
You rend the shadow, splitting it into parts, and it just fades back into the darkness.
It's very satisfying.
Leaving the room in silence again, everyone catches their breath, and you are left in a quiet room. Combat is over.
Okay, yeah, we should get out of here as fast as possible.
What were those things? This is terrible. It hurts. It hurts like not like a wound, but like I'm weak.
Yeah.
Grunyar, you've definitely seen these before. I'm sure you can use your out-of-game D&D knowledge to understand this.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that.
Oh yeah, any basic form of undead, we can assume you have a decent understanding of.
Oh, cool. Those were shadows. If they attack you, they don't just deal normal, like, damage. they weaken you. They're not very fun to go up against when there's a lot of them.
Where did they come from? Is it possible that they were adventurers like us and they got stuck here and they became those things?
That I don't know. In character or out.
It depends. Shadows can be created in a lot of different ways.
That makes sense.
They said there was no escape. There has to be an escape.
Antic quickly piles back onto the disc.
Yeah, I'll go back closer to say that I'm on it.
Are we holding hands?
We better be.
Okay, we all grab hands. There are 2 buttons on this disc and 2 buttons on this disc.
Grunyar, why don't you pick a direction?
Oh god. Well, we're already on this one, so we might as well choose one of the ones we're standing by.
You can press spacebar to do a pointing arrow.
Oh, okay. Let's go that way.
Okay. Okay.
How do we do little baby man hand?
That's Control Shift Space.
Why? Just why? Why am I being poked?
Baby man. Let's see. The same feeling, for you are sucked away. You appear in a room, but you do not appear on a dial. This room clearly opens up.
Putting a snake on the floor, but I'm not moving this time. I'm leaning down and putting it right here. This one has fangs.
You're gonna run out of snake types.
I don't think
No.
he will.
I don't think I will.
Okay, this room clearly opens up into another dark room.
Am I the only one that can see in the dark?
I believe everyone but Nara can.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a basic bitch.
But I believe you're the only one that has perfect dark vision, so no one else can see color.
Ooh.
It's all just black and white.
We still have Scylla's light, though.
Yeah, and Scylla's light is
Light.
on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it sort of extends into this sort of big obsidian carved room.
I vote we keep holding hands while we move into this new room.
Okay, you can move freely.
I would vote for that even on a normal basis.
Antic and Anwar are gonna hold hands in the back.
Grunger's not gonna hold hands primarily because he needs both of his hands,
Oh yeah.
but he will stay very close.
It's the buddy system, and we're just sandwiching Grunyar.
Okay, one sec.
So I kind of just assume that somebody would be holding on to like an elbow or something like that so far. That's one hand is holding his shield.
This
the
room
other hand
opens
is
up
holding
into
his
a
sword.
large, empty room with 3 ways out.
Go northeast.
Just to move it.
This room is entirely silent and empty.
Were you talking about this one?
That is northeast, yep.
I have 0 brain cells, so. Do we want to draw a snake in this room too, or no?
When we came in, this is the one with the fangs.
True.
It's
I
all
put it in the
connected.
hallway.
Cool.
Though maybe I will just draw more fang snakes as we move through this to make sure that we know it's the same room if we see it again.
That would probably be good.
Okay, this goes up.
Ooh, whoops. That was a movement.
Traveling up this hallway, for the sake of time, leads to a dead end.
Oh.
Oh.
Sad snake in this room.
A snake that's
I will draw a
crying.
fang snake with sad eyes.
A frowny face fangs for the snake.
Frowny fangs.
Yeah, I've met people like that. I'm gonna try to detect magic again, just in case.
That fails.
Do anything. Perception of the dead end, maybe? Mine's not so good.
Okay, you could try.
Well,
It appears to be a non-anomalous dead end.
It's the worst kind of dead end.
For the sake of time,
you chose wrong again. It's another dead end.
it is.
Oh my god.
Great.
We're just being thorough.
The one room with all dead ends. You guys die of starvation.
No.
That'd be fucked.
Denies reality.
Just break through the wall with my sword.
This one does not appear to be a dead end, as it turns into a corner.
Ooh. A corner.
It turns, revealing a doorway. Doorway is wood reinforced with iron. Nara, the doorway does not appear trapped.
Is it the same door?
It is the same door. You are standing in front of a door.
Open it.
Just staring at the door.
The door does not appear locked as you jiggle the handle.
Open it.
Okay, one sec.
Okay then. So Grunyar's not opening it.
It opens into a room that's clearly a den for some sort of creature.
I don't like that.
Carved into the, not carved, but dug into the walls are dozens and dozens of small holes, about the size of a small dog.
What if there's
Oh, good.
Centipedes.
or those other ones that were supposed to be bats?
You think there's bats in here?
No, I think there's the thing that we thought was going to be bats.
Oh, those things. The mosquito things.
Yeah.
This disc,
Those were awful.
as you can see from as far away as you are, only has one button.
Oh.
I vote we run to the button.
I have a mechanical question.
Yes?
How does things like blocking a doorway work?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it-
enemies can't step through your square without a very good acrobatics check, so you just have to stand there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like Nara did with the centipedes.
Yep.
I mean,
And you have a tower shield, so you actually have cover too.
yeah, Grunyar has big shield.
Do we want to draw a snake in this room too?
Yeah, but still just a fang snake, because it's not really different than the previous room.
Make a perception check, Nara, now that you're in the room. In the distance, you hear the sounds of sort of skittering and
I don't
like
like that.
a gentle squeaky sound.
Ugh. Big rats. That's what I'm guessing.
Could be guinea pigs.
I mean, my guinea pigs are pretty loud.
This is big facts.
God damn it, I was right.
You see large rats about the size of they'd be like about the size of Labradors.
Oh.
They sort of skitter out, climb down the walls, and they begin hissing and trying to make themselves appear very big.
I was gonna make a joke.
They seem very scary.
Spooky dogs.
What do you do, Nara?
I still want to run and push the button so that we can get away without fighting them. 'Cause Stella, do you still have the strength thing?
The damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I'm still
that's.
holding your hand, so if you run, you're taking me with you.
Okay.
Do you want to just make a break for it?
I want to make sure we're all holding hands so we can make a break for it together.
Okay.
Sure.
Sprint at the trapdoor. At the same time, the giant rats kind of get in the.
Trapdoor?
Not trapdoor, that's not what I meant to say. There's a T, so I was confused.
We're gonna bring them with us.
No,
We might.
It's very possible.
we're not holding hands with them.
I mean, that's true.
Even more rats begin scurrying out of the walls as you guys walk in.
Fun.
As you guys jump onto the T, some of the rats are going to get a little bit of bites. Nara and Anwar.
Not Anwar. No.
Chomp. Failing. Chomp, chomp. One of them actually... Nope, they actually both miss. The rats jump up and bite onto your armor. One of them sort of bites on Anwar's cloak and is kind of like tearing at it. All step up onto the platform.
Push the button.
Kronk.
Press.
I couldn't resist.
There's that same feeling. This room's a little weird, so give me some time to explain.
Oh. Babush.
Bubbles.
Okay. The narrow part of the central room is filled with dark green bubbles. By the way, no rats follow you.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
The bubbles are packed so closely that you actually can't see the other side of them.
The rats didn't follow us, but were they on the button? Like,
yes,
were
they
on
were.
the
They
plate
were on
with
it.
us?
Yes.
How smart is he's average. Okay, never mind.
And this room has discs on it. This button has what's it called? This button has this. This has 2 buttons. This has no buttons. You can't see over here what buttons are these have because of all the bubbles. You're free to move as you see fit.
This room gets a snake with a rattle.
These are a bunch of large, dark green bubbles, about the size of a basketball. They float all around the room. You can barely see the other side. There's like sometimes gentle cracks that open up, but these things are covering everything.
Interesting.
Knowledge for them? Dungeoneering, maybe?
I don't think so. They appear to just be bubbles. I mean, you can't. Maybe you could tell what kind of liquid they are. That would be knowledge nature.
Okay.
Getting like close up without touching them, they appear to be venom, like snake venom.
Oh! So Snakes was on point.
Kind of weird, but you know.
I feel like if there's this obstacle trying to block us from the other part of the room, that maybe we want to be in the other part of the room.
Nara and Gronyar, what do you think?
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Check something.
I think dwarves have a thing with poison.
You do have resistance to poisons, spells, and spell-like abilities. That is your hardy trait. It's already in your saves.
Yeah. I was just making sure I knew what I was talking about before. I was like, he can do stuff, and then no. And it's like, no, actually, you just die instantly. It's like, oh, cool. Hmm.
I want to poke one of the bubbles with my sword.
Okay. It pops. Let's see. You both take 1 poison damage.
Shit!
And it also pops all the other bubbles in a chain reaction.
Oh no.
Scylla, Grunyar, Nara, make reflex saving throws as a just big splash of poison comes out.
Why do I always do this?
Okay, how do I do that one?
It's a purple button called save.
Oh, yeah. And then reflex.
Only Scylla is punished.
I'm sorry.
The one that did. Okay, well, actually, 2 of us did nothing.
You
Can we
take
trade
20
this so everyone
poison
else is
damage.
punished? What? What? What are you doing?
Can I give you a potion of cure light wounds?
Everyone else ducks under
I'm
the
not
way.
even sure I can even drink it.
Grunyar quickly brings his tower shield up. Nara turns away. Scylla just gets splashed in the face with his corrosive poison.
I just flop and wail.
Anwar quickly freaks out, runs over, and it quickly presses her hand on Scylla's face to heal him.
I'm sorry.
There's 3 spell slots.
Why didn't you just... Okay.
She has a lot of spells. It's fine.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Scylla, the blossoming light puts her hands on your face, and after a bit, the pain is gone. You have
That
some.
was horrible.
You
That
have
was so
some.
horrible.
You have some slight like pock marks on your chin and cheek from the corrosive poison. But besides that, you're fine, and the bubbles are all gone.
How many
Am-
times have I done this now? Stupid things like this?
I mean, I touched the teleportal entrance.
Yeah, but I made that one chest explode, remember?
Yeah.
Because
And
I
the
hit
gargoyle
it.
got you.
Well, the gargoyle was nothing I could do about.
Grunyar,
Are
you wipe the poison off your shield, and there's a totally open hallway.
Well, I solved one problem.
He just going.
Wait, I gotta hold hands with somebody. Alright.
Why are you choosing Nara after what just happened?
Because you have the largest sword. And
You have
largest
the
armor.
largest hands.
Okay.
Very comforting.
These two have one each. This one points this way. This one points this way.
Which way do you want to go?
Whose turn is it to pick?
Antics.
A player.
We pick Antic.
Antic, reaches into her pocket, pulls out a coin, and flips it. That way. Okay, press that button. There's
Press
that
the
same
button.
feeling. However, when you come to, you are underwater.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh god.
Time to drown.
Monkeyfish. No, wait, that's the other campaign.
Us heavy armor wearers, time to drown.
Rest in peace. How are we gonna draw on this one?
You appear underwater, about 10 feet underwater. Immediately, some of you get a bit of water in your lungs as you were breathing mid-teleport, but you quickly, climb yourselves up. The water is murky. You can't see more than like 5 feet underwater. What do you do?
Swim upwards.
Okay. As you swim, it's not too hard to start wading, like... the only people that have any issue is Grunyar and Nara.
Heavy armor.
Grunyar and Nara both have to make strength checks. Not strength,
can we
swim checks.
I will
Minus
assist-
7 if wearing armor.
Grunyar, yours is minus 14, because you have the shield out.
Christ.
I assist Grunyar with his swimming.
Okay, you may try. Okay, you fail.
You fail. Is there a way to put the shield, like, away, I guess?
You could... Yeah, you could put it away to start swimming normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd probably actually end up putting both the shield and sword away if he's gonna try and swim.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Then it's only a minus 4, because you have an agile plate. Okay. You very poorly get to the surface. It's hard. It's pretty hard. Dwarves aren't made for swimming. But you see a small rock here.
Do I make it to the surface?
You do.
Okay, good.
You are just like, essentially your face is above water.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Looking down, you see this has one more button on it. This is pretty much... The thing has one button.
Where does it point?
This way. Everyone make perception checks.
The two that are trying to drown fairly well.
Nara, peeking up and over, you're sort of focused on... Everyone else is sort of focused on the landmass. You sort of look around. Right about here, you see a small yellowy fin sort of poke up in the water and then go back down.
We gotta go!
Do we want to teleport or swim?
I think we should just teleport again. I don't know if there's anything on the island.
I agree.
Oh,
We gotta go.
There is a snapping sound as water rushes right by Scylla. And you hear a horrible hissing underwater.
is everybody holding on to someone?
I'm assuming.
Can I hit the button?
Do you want to hit the button?
There was only one button, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, just the button.
Okay. There's that same feeling.
And now there's 2 Hydras.
You are spit out in the exact same room.
Ah,
The bubble room.
Did you guys see that? That was a Hydra. How many heads did it have?
You could not tell.
a lot.
I couldn't count the heads. It was incredible.
I don't want to go back into that room.
Okay, I vote we move to a different button.
Which one? Well, I mean, Antic says, it's not my fault I flipped a coin.
It's all your fault, Antic.
You press this button?
It was worth it.
Yes.
You can tell the walls of this room are once painted bright yellow, but the paint has faded and is peeling. There are 2 discs in this room, and that is it.
Directions.
This disc points this way. This disc points this way. In the middle of the room, there is a stone pillar about to waist high, so like a dais, and on it is a big red button.
I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna do anything.
This room gets a snake with 2 heads.
Grunner's gonna pull his shield and sword back out. Now that he's not drowning.
The button might be promising. We haven't seen, a button like this before. It could be the exit.
It could make the ceiling fall in on our faces.
Whose turn is it to make a decision?
Anwar's.
Stop throwing it at me.
Okay.
I will examine the button. Is there anything special about it?
It appears like it's able to depress, although there is no mechanism that you can see. The mechanism is probably inside the dais, the stone.
I think we should press the button, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I've done too much.
If we want to, we can all stand in the corner and mage hand the button down, but we'd have to vote that we want to push the button.
Okay, I'm fine with that if we can stay away from it and press the button.
We should probably stand on one of the teleporters.
Which one?
Yes. The farther one.
Okay, so the plan is we're standing here. Somebody, whoever has it, is gonna mage hand the button, and if anything seems to be going horribly wrong, this platform has one button, right? The one that we're on.
It does.
Okay.
And it seems like this button that you're about to press on the platform is in pristine condition, like it's never been pressed before.
Oh, boy.
Spooky.
Do we just hit the button and leave, or do we hit the big red button?
I thought we were gonna hit the big red button.
Let's hit the big red button.
Okay, so you mage hand it.
Well, we have 2 votes for it out of 5.
Anwar and Antic agree with the majority, so it's you three.
That's fine. If this teleports us somehow like to the beginning of this whole thing again.
That'd be pretty funny, though.
It would not be funny.
I mean, it agreeably could have been worse if it did.
That's true.
It could instantly blow you all up and explode you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Mage hand the button.
You press it,
Big red.
there's a click,
Yes.
and nothing happens.
I don't trust it.
Oh, I thought we were getting
If
out.
something does happen, you don't see it happen.
I'm gonna look up just in case.
There's no change in the room.
Oh, why do I feel like that unlocked a door we don't know exists?
Okay, just push the button on the teleporter. I
Yeah,
don't.
I guess we just hit the button on the teleporter. The
Giving me
shiny brand new
anxiety.
button.
Well, you've escaped the teleportal maze.
Yay!
What?
Oh,
Really?
hell yeah.
Yes. You appear in a place where you can see the sky.
The sky?
Oh.
Tell me when your map's loaded.
How does the Hydra get enough to eat?
There's a lot of people in that maze.
Maybe
I
there's
hope so.
fish.
Just waiting.
I just see yellow.
You see yellow or do you see brown?
It's like a yellow brown.
Oh.
What the heck is this?
You appear here. I'll show you the whole map.
Good feeling gone.
It's an upside down cross.
You appear in a dwarven burial barrow.
Oh. Hey.
Oh.
From all your stories, Grunyar, you know exactly where you are.
As in exactly which one, or the fact that we're in
The exact one.
Oh.
This right here is the entrance to Rappan Athuk.
Oh,
You've appeared
no.
in front of this dwarven statue. Around you, in all ways, are large sarcophagi half buried into the dirt. You a big view.
Okay.
Here and here,
No, this is bad.
and here, there are large mausoleums, and right here, there is a huge well.
Why does everybody else know this is bad and I don't know this is bad?
We're supposed to be in the baby dungeon, and now we're in the real dungeon.
Right. Okay. I knew that. I totally knew that.
By the
We need
way,
to get out.
for the sake of where you are in the overland, you would know this.
Okay.
I bring you to the main map. Tell me when you're loaded in.
It always takes forever to get the last piece in. Like, I'll sit at 30 out of 31 here for a little while.
That's a map tools thing.
It is what it is.
So you entered here.
Okay.
Here.
Oh,
Zoom in.
well then.
That's the party token, ignore that. And if you mouse over this graveyard, you see... Here we are. This is the entrance to Rappan Athuk.
Can we tell the way out?
You're not underground. You're on a hill overlooking a large rolling plain in all directions.
And the statue ahead of us is just a statue.
It's a statue of a dwarf holding a large circular shield and a battle axe.
Okay, because not gonna lie, when we first landed, until you explained, I was like, oh great, giant enemy.
You are now free to move around as you see fit.
I want to, like, look at some of the sarcophaguses.
Sarcophagi.
Grunyar is just kind of gonna watch you a little warily.
In the courtyard, you see a life-size statue of a dwarf. He looks to have been a great warrior in a past life, and dwarven runes adorn the front of the pedestal. The runes read, "Blessed is he who spares these stones, and cursed be the man who moves my bones."
Yeah, I'm gonna say we shouldn't mess with the sarcophagi.
Grunyar is just gonna glare at you for a second.
Detect magic?
Okay? There is a very tiny magical signature directly below you. Like under like 3 or 4 feet of dirt.
Probably the. Oh, like. Oh, well, I could dig, I suppose. I've got claws. I'm gonna dig in.
Mm,
Oh wait, it's not below you. It's actually right, actually, it's only a DC 8 perception check to see this, so just make a perception check to see if you can, for some reason, fuck this up.
Nope.
At the base of the statue, there is a tiny magical signature. There's actually a small little drawer right at the front of the statue that can be opened. It's like,
Mage-handed open.
it's literally like the size of like a desk drawer. It's super tiny. It opens.
Yeah,
And
mage
isn't-
hand.
It opens and it is not trapped. Inside, there is a large iron key.
I guess I can't see the key. But I open the drawer.
Yeah, you open it.
Grunyar will walk toward it.
Okay, Gronyar, yeah, you see an iron key. It's engraved with runes, specifically dwarven runes of protection and the word entrance.
Okay. This looks like it would be a key to the dungeon. That was out loud as him, not just me musing. Sorry.
Nara, these sarcophagi appear unmarked. And they are buried about 3 feet, just so the top of the sarcophagi is poking out of the dirt.
I'm gonna leave them alone.
I'll take the key.
Okay, you scoop it up. Where do you want to go? You literally stand on a mound of graves in every direction.
We gotta find our way back to town.
I feel like this would be like significantly less ominous Grunyar than like anyone else.
Yeah,
Graves aren't
it
exactly-
looks like a very old but relatively normal barrow.
Which is terrifying to non-dwarves.
Yeah, I assume so.
What do you want to do?
Do we want to go to the real dungeon?
No. No.
I don't want to play the campaign.
Not yet, at least.
Do compasses exist?
You don't have one.
No, but like they're a thing that you could buy.
Yes.
Ooh, Gardner knows exactly where he is, but how do I word it? As in, he knows the name of the place, but does he know where he is, like,
Oh, yeah.
location?
Yes.
Okay.
The nearest town, Zilkor's Ferry, is like maybe like 50 miles south.
I'll relay that.
Yes, Zilker's Ferry. That's where we've been staying. That's where Walter is.
Maybe he'll have cake.
He'd better. He's been hired to.
And you said it was plains everywhere in every
Yep.
which direction?
Plains that eventually go into rolling hills.
Well, at least it's not desert.
Now you're in a very temperate zone.
We could walk it, I guess. It's up to the rest of you.
What time is it?
It is about mid-morning.
Yeah, I think we should journey back to town.
Yeah, especially since you probably still have the strength thing.
Yeah, I'm at -4 strength. And you're at like -1, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm -1.
Well, we start moving. Enough with the dramatic music.
Uh, before we leave the tomb, like, just as, like, we're leaving its grounds, Grunjar will stop, kneel, and just have a, like, quick little prayer, and then leave.
Okay. As you sit down in prayer, there is an immense wrongness you feel in the land around you.
Oh, fantastic.
This place is a barrow, but it is very clearly desecrated.
Oh, great.
It's weird, like the doors must have built the whole dungeon.
The history
Would I
of
know?
that is far lost. Rappan Athuk is more than likely pre-calamity. The structure itself, I mean.
What about the baby dungeon we were just in?
That is the Mouth of Doom. It is essentially the training wheels dungeon.
Was it also around before, or would I have an
You
idea?
do not know.
Okay.
I'll bring it to the Overland.
No kobolds this time.
So, you can move 5 squares in 1 hour. No, it's 4 squares in 1 hour. And each square is 1 mile. Who would like to take control of the party in their movements?
Grunjar's the only one that knows where they're going, huh?
I mean, you know the basic area, yeah?
I guess he could have just pointed.
Move us as you see fit.
That way.
Every three movements, stop and I'll count the hour. You can just drag the party token.
Oh, what's the party token? Oh, the one that's labeled the party. Duh.
The face. The
Yeah,
peepo.
face. Okay, and it'll automatically jump 1 square at a time. Okay. And we're supposed to be going, like, down, right? South?
Yep.
Okay. Was that 1 square?
This would be 3.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Okay.
So,
we are there now.
yep. As you keep moving, I'll tell you when to stop.
Oh, okay. 3.
Okay, you continue to climb over the hills.
So jumpy. Oh, it's because it's hexagonal. Okay. 2.
You eventually do reach a large plain. In the distance, you can see the main high road.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go toward that. Do we want to try and take the road, or
For reference, here's the town.
oh, the road would not help us. Okay. Oh, it's a nice little town. Can I go back? Am I going back
It's
to moving?
not a nice little town.
Yeah, you can keep moving.
We
It's a
can head down
tolerable
into the
town.
forest.
Okay, stop right there.
There.
As you pass by, you are not spotted by them, but you very clearly see a wooden palisade and fort right at the edge of this forest.
Okay. Cool.
Very clearly from the insignias, this is a bandit fortress.
Oh, fantastic. I like that.
But you quickly move right by them.
Cool.
It's getting up to be about 2 or 3 p.m. by this point. The sun has crossed its high noon.
Okay. Cool.
I realized that I didn't have any music playing, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
keep on going. 3 p.m. 4 p.m. It's just a lot of walking.
Yep.
5 p.m. 6. The sun is now beginning to set.
Okay.
It is early spring, so it's still you still got a bit of daylight.
Okay. Does anybody in the party want to do anything other than just keep moving at this point?
Before we rest, does Anwar have any ability left this day to do strength damage healing?
She can do it once more. Yeah, here, she'll do it for you. You recover 4 strength damage. You're now
Well,
fully.
that's nice.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Okay.
So-
Nara's just down 1, I think.
You're down none.
Nara.
Nara's down 2.
Oh, 2. I can do that.
Oh, 2. Is that heal naturally at all, or we have to rely
Once
on
per day.
Anwar for that?
It heals by 1 point per day.
Okay. So nobody objects to just continuing.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we continue.
Whoops. Double click there. 2.
7 p.m. 8 p.m. You're now in the valley between the 2 hilled forests.
That's not ominous at all.
It's not dark yet.
Oh.
9, it's starting to get a bit dark. The sun is actually now behind the trees. As the sun sets in the west.
Does anybody want to make camp here or keep going?
I want to make camp. I feel terrible. It's been a terrible day, and we should camp and rest and eat the rest of the cake.
And eat the rest of the cake.
They do have a full cake in one of their bags.
I'm sure it is in pristine condition.
It's raspberry chocolate.
Okay.
We all sit
should
down
we-
and camp?
Should we move over to like the smaller forest? Or do you want to just stay in the middle of the valley?
I kind of want to stay because we're safe where we are, and if we go into the forest, we can get killed by bandits.
I mean, that's fair, but also in the middle of the valley, there is no such thing as cover. But it is up to you guys. Grodnar is not the type to care all that much.
It's an excellent point, though.
What do you think, Nora?
We should probably rest.
Okay, we can chill here.
Okay. You all sit down, get ready for a sleep. I assume you do a watch.
Yeah.
The night goes by without any incident.
Fantastic.
You wake up the very next day. Nara, you feel a little bit better. Scylla, you feel just fine.
Okay.
And it's a bright early morning. You wake up, it's about 7 or 6 a.m. The sun is just rising. There's a man eating pizza with his shirt off.
Okay then.
I forgot that I had this in my, for some reason this is in my token list.
It's a pretty straightforward token. I don't know.
If I ever need this, I got it. I don't know
You'll
why.
get very
I was just
confusing day.
I was just flipping through my tokens while I was doing the rolls. Okay, you continue moving.
Okay. Do, do, do.
Okay. 7 p.m. or 7 a.m.
That
8
movie
a.m.
took 12 hours.
It was a swamp.
9 a.m.
You were just all very lethargic.
10.
Be proud of me, I finally figured out how to make it move in a straight line. And I failed.
You
Already.
can
Over
also-
the
you can
over
hit-
the over the river, you see Zelkor's ferry.
You can hit Control G and it'll show you the outlines of all the hexes too.
Yeah, it's alright. Dude,
I realized that the game, my recording wasn't caught up with you guys, so I was just watching some grass.
just staring at some grass real quick. Can we? I assume from here we can see like this waterway here.
Yeah,
Can we guesstimate how far across that is?
about a half a mile.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. Do
And
we
you-
want?
You've hit the edge of the forest here.
Oof. I guess we have to go through the forest. Fun times.
Okay, move as you see fit. Noon.
I'm gonna assume that the water stops.
1 p.m. It does.
Okay.
2 p.m.
Try and stick close
3.
to the waterway here. Oh, there you go.
4 p.m. You pass by the familiar entrance to the Mouth of Doom.
Hey.
I'm gonna flip it off.
You do so.
It gets angry. Stop it. Sure.
Okay.
Close enough to exactly how I wanted to move.
And from there, you're fine.
Woo!
You arrive at Zelkor's ferry.
We did it. officially hit redo.
Could have gone a lot worse.
Yes.
Can you see the town?
I can see it.
Scylla, come back here. Yeah, you arrive. The guard open up the very small gate for you. I realize they're facing the wrong way.
They're talking to no one. Welcome back. Uh,
It is about evening, so like 5 p.m. when you arrive. What do you want to do?
I don't know this town. Or at least me as a player doesn't know this town.
You probably were here for
will
like
sure
a
we-
bit before going to the dungeon.
Gunyar, Walter is the person that we are all not working for per se, but like he represents the person we're working for. And he is required to have a fresh cake prepared every day in case we come back from the dungeon exhausted and tired and weary, which we are doing right now.
Sounds like a waste of cake if you're in the dungeon for a long period of time.
Oh, he is donating it to the townsfolk.
Fair
No,
enough.
he said the same thing.
The door is opened up, and you see Gunyar, a man in a monk's robe with wrappings. They look like bandage wrappings around the top part of his head. Although he clearly turns and looks right at you guys as you open the door. He sort of sniffs the air gently. And there's more than 4 of you now. You all take a seat at the table with Walter. Well,
Garnier staying quiet.
Yeah.
Nothing.
well, what's it called? Walter is addressing the people that he knows. Anwar kind of sits in the corner and, like, tries to relax.
Nora's gonna pat Anwar on the head.
Well, your cake's right here. Townsfolk are tired of eating
Ooh.
cake.
I hope it's lemon.
I don't know what it is. I think it's some sort of chocolate. With coconut.
That sounds delightful. And exotic.
God, Walter big! Walter's not meant to be this big.
I would hope not. Friendly giant hands you cake.
The Duchess is very interested in your progress, Scylla. How far have you gotten?
Oh, we saw a Hydra. It was
Oh.
a water Hydra.
Alright. Is that it?
It's the biggest thing we've accomplished, yes.
Garnier is gonna hold up the key, just kind of get Scylla's attention.
Walter turns and looks at the key. And who's your new friend? He smells different than the rest that you brought.
I'm
Smell?
not sure if I should be offended by that.
Well, I don't recognize him.
But Walter, you're blind.
I've never had any problem seeing despite my disability.
Is there something you need to tell us?
If Walter could squint, he would. I don't need to tell you anything. The Duchess is very interested in what you have recovered. She's a very busy woman, and I will be going to see her within the next few weeks with my report. And if you wish to...
Assuming we know that it's the key to like the main dungeon.
I mean, you could infer that.
He's just gonna stay chilling. It's not his business right now.
So, Scylla, do you have anything else to report? Do you have any treasure you need exchanged?
We recovered a rug that's patterned like an eye, but it's very comfy, and I can't give it to you unless you have the blankets we ordered.
The blankets are not here yet. I told you to give me at least a week. It's been about 3 days.
Well, you're not getting the rug.
Alright. Anything magical you've recovered?
I'll be back in just a minute. I have to get my dog some water real quick.
Oh, good.
Continue freaking out.
Have we gotten anything magical?
There wasn't a lot of loot last session. A lot of stumbling about.
But not 9. I'll take it.
Well, you seem confident, if not a little bit beaten up. Anwar speaks up. I think that's it for me, guys. She sort of looks at the group, sort of disappointed. I don't want to go down there anymore. Everyone is quiet, which makes her feel much worse.
I will silently slide a piece of cake on a plate across to her.
I'll stay here in town. I mean, to help you if you need to be recovered or healed. But I don't want to go down there anymore. Is that okay?
Nara just looks sad.
It's soul crushing.
Anwar just sits down sadly.
But you know what, Anwar? You healed us of not just our physical wounds, but our strength wounds and dexterity wounds and our emotional wounds. You've healed our hearts. And I'm glad you'll be staying in town.
Anwar is gonna press her hand on Nara. And Nara, your strength damage is removed.
Yay.
Now you don't have to wait to go back if you don't want. And since I'm not going to be needing them, I want you to have these. She reaches into her bag. She pulls out 1 wand of mage armor, which she gives to Scylla. There you go. It should say in your chat, correct?
I don't see it in chat. I will check my inventory.
There you go. It should be in there now.
I don't see it.
Try resetting your inventory.
I reopened, but I don't see it.
It's in there. I see it right now. A wand of 48 charges
nope,
of
I see
mage
it now.
armor.
Yes, 48. Short pointer imbued with magical powers.
She says, that's all I really have.
I'm back.
Alright, we were just saying goodbye to Anwar. She's gonna be staying here in town to recover you guys' wounds, both physical and mental. But, she said the dungeon is too much for her, and she's not going down there again. Well, she points at Grunyar. I'm lucky we found someone else, I guess.
How old is Anwar?
Anwar is... Jesus, okay. Anwar, by the way, is not, like, tiny. She's, like, 5 foot. So she's taller than you, actually, Grunyar. She is 146. She's an SMR.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she specifically has the Immortal Spark trait to appear young forever.
Oh, cool.
It's actually really overpowered because you get all the benefits of going old, basically all the mental stat bonuses of being old, but none of the penalties for physical.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yes. Walter sort of grunts and looks at Scylla. You know, the Duchess is going to be a little bit concerned about how quickly you're losing and regaining members. If you're just going to be inviting...
Well,
I know you're a group of adventurers.
Nobody has died. That's gotta count for something.
We don't know what happened to Sasori.
Yes, Sasori has
That's
not...
true.
Sasori has not returned. It's likely she is out there somewhere in the wilds. Or she found a carriage and left.
That's most likely. She did make a run for it. And we know the kobolds chased us.
Well... Dwarf? If you're looking for employment, my Duchess is looking for adventurers.
Job.
What was that?
He's just asking what the job is.
I believe Scylla could explain it a bit better than I could. That my Duchess is very interested in Rappan Athuk and the treasures within. And she's looking for strong-willed adventurers to explore the chasms for her.
Gurner will mostly shrug. I have business there anyway. I have no reason not to make some money.
Well, your first paycheck will arrive when I get back from the Duchess's residence.
Oh, you're leaving, Walter?
For several days, yes, it's not too far. I have to take a boat down through Featherdale and meet my Duchess to collect payment and tell her of her update.
But she is other people's Duchess, right? She's not just your Duchess.
My Duchess has many servants, correct? I am not her only. However, that is not too important. See yourselves as you see fit. And, be off whenever. Your rooms, of course, are here, and your cake is also here. If you need anything important, speak to me. Walter sort of leans over and gets back to what he was drinking. Leaving you all alone in the bar with your cake and beers.
Oh, mechanics question, or more, I guess, GM ruling question. Do you... Oh, well, no. Because I think it's only... I guess it would depend on how you rule it.
What's up?
I was trying to think if it counts, because in 5e I think paladins are immune to poison, and that's why they... Depending on how your GM rules it, they can't get drunk.
No, you're immune to disease. You're not immune to poison.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
But you have resistance to poison.
Okay. Cool. That is fine then. It's always good to know if your character can or cannot get drunk.
So, what do you guys want to do? Is this a spend the night then go back? Or is it a go back immediately? Or what are we doing?
We should do something nice for Anwar, because she's leaving the party, but she's doing it like on nice terms. Not Anwar. No, wait, it is. Yeah, that is.
It is Anwar. What do you want to do?
Well, normally I would have like a celebratory cake made in her honor, but
You already have a lot of
we
that.
can't do that. We have so much.
Is this just a regular occurrence for you to have a cake made for you?
Every day, in case we come back.
Fair enough.
Again, silence overtakes the tavern.
Well, Anwar needs a place to stay. Somebody needs to build a cottage or something.
That could be arranged. Walter could arrange that. To have Anwar
Yeah.
actually have a place to stay.
We'll surprise her. Walter will build a cottage for her.
What if she doesn't want to stay here forever, though?
Then we can rent the cottage to college students.
Rent it to adventurers?
I mean,
That could quite profitable.
I actually, Walter speaks up. I had someone come in looking for a group of dwarves. Did you come here with a group, dwarf, or were you come alone?
I was alone. What's the group that went missing?
There was a group of miners come through these parts a few days ago, and they came to said there's deep mithril within the dungeon, so they had a group of mercenaries keep them safe while they went down, but they haven't come back yet.
How long did you say it was? Or had been?
Few days.
Not necessarily that up, I suppose. How many were there?
Must be several dozen. It was a whole group. They came down on a boat, set up camp, and left right away.
A few days, if they have fairly far in, isn't too long of a time.
Okay. So, story time skip. What are we doing, gang, out of character? We staying a night, leaving? We leaving right away? What's going on?
We should stay the night.
Yeah, Grundar will just kind of hang around. So if they feel like going now, he'll follow. But if they want to hang around, he's not going to be objecting to it. He won't want to be idle for too long, though.
Yep, you guys all have your own little sleeping places. And you spend a night. Everyone is fully recovered from their stat damage. And everyone is up and ready to go. The next day, I will mark this on the living world. It is now the 10th of chess in the year 1201. So,
We're not.
what's that?
We're not back in time at all. Like this is the present day in the world.
Nope, this is present day. Well, technically it's behind the main campaign, but they're only like 20 days ahead of you.
That's the Sunday one.
Yep. I know Kingmaker is like almost 3 years ago at this point.
We sped forward a bit.
I know,
with
even
the
then,
kingdom being-
even then you're 3 years behind.
Okay.
That sounds confusing.
Yeah, it's really weird to have several campaigns happening at different times. Because it means certain campaigns cannot interact with each other or even go to those places. Because there's no way to know. Back to the overland, guys.
Alrighty.
Here we are. Peepo face. Let me actually get my other Peepo out.
Those rival adventurers.
Well, no, the one that looks happier is for when we're headed
Nope.
to the dungeon. The one that looks
Just wanted a change of pace.
bad.
So where are we heading? Back to the Mouth of Doom?
I'm in.
Nara
That's
and
my
Scylla?
vote. We should just resume where we left off when we got thrown into the teleportal maze.
Let me get some spooky music up. After several hours of walking, you arrive back at the Mouth of Doom and climb in through the demon's mouth into the dungeon. I will make sure you don't run into any encounters along the way.
Thank you.
Okay. Climbing through the 2 floors, down to the 3rd floor. Oh my god, I just realized I can't do the music anymore. Because we're going back to the ASMR.
Oh, joy.
You arrive back down at the fountain level.
Yay, gooey.
The walls and floor are covered with a thin layer of translucent green slime. And all you can hear in the distance is the sound of bubbling and roiling. Move as you see fit. Nara and Scylla, you two still alive?
There we go.
Okay, of course, this room right here is formerly a sort of a room with pews and desks. However, the wood has been piled up and burnt. And this door here, which is the door you went in before, is still slightly cracked as you guys peered and snuck through it. I assume Scylla follows the group.
I would assume so.
I think Scylla had to step away slightly because it's muted.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I was muted and had stepped away.
No big deal.
Of course, you reach the fork in the road. You went left towards the teleportal last time. Of course, there's this full right path here that you have not touched. What are you guys gonna do?
Which room was the teleportal?
This one right here. In the distance, you hear a dog.
Probably one of those hyenas.
What are you guys gonna do?
Because we still have these up here, over by the teleportal room. Like, there's a hallway we didn't explore yet.
Yep, there's a hallway there, and there's also a door here.
So as long as you don't go back into the teleportal maze.
Do you want to go back to the teleportal room or near it?
I mean, there is the area that they didn't explore last time.
Okay.
So as long as we're in the dungeon, Bernard's not too picky about
Oop,
it. He's
here we
doing
are.
what he's supposed to be doing.
Of course, you know about all the rats over here.
We're just not even gonna look over there.
One second.
Abel!
Okay. Turning the corner here. You see a long hallway. It extends past your dark vision.
And you said this up here was the door?
This is a closed door made of stone.
Is there anything special about this stone?
Make a perception check.
Pretty much every door in the dungeon has been made of wood, so it's weird to see one made out of stone.
It appears not unusual. Same Scylla. Seems fine to you. It's not trapped. It doesn't appear locked.
Do we want to open it?
Yes.
Okay.
A hallway with a second door at the end. This time it's made of wood.
Unusual is over. Alright, do we want to go down door hallway or multiple door?
Door hallway.
Okay.
This door appears unlocked.
He'll warily open it.
right here, there's a door. And right here, there's also a door. And this curves around in like a U shape. Or I guess a C from this angle.
He's gonna walk this way and take a look over this way first. Here.
This ends in a door.
So many doors.
There are a lot of doors and hallways in this dungeon.
Apparently. I mean, makes sense. Gurnall just look towards Scylla expectantly, just waiting.
Left.
Which left?
This one.
Okay, this door appears unlocked and is made of wood, reinforced with iron.
Gurnall step up and open it again.
A completely empty 20-foot by 20-foot room.
Okay then. He'll step inside just to make sure.
It appears to be empty, and nothing immediately dangerous happens when you enter it.
He'll head back up then. Next.
We've had a few of those empty rooms.
It's not a brand new dungeon. Where to next?
North.
Antique inspects this door here. This door does not appear trapped or locked.
Might as well.
She creaks it open. It opens into an operating theater.
Oh.
Like a very sort of rudimentary operating theater. This is a crumbling wooden table and a stone shelf here with surgical implements on it.
Step in, look around.
There's nothing on the table.
Nope, no body, no nothing. Although it's stained slightly brownish.
Just overall looking around.
Yeah, it appears like nothing's out of the ordinary. Although it's kind of strange. But
Nothing out of the ordinary other than the fact that it's out of the ordinary.
But the party has known that there was a group of healers here that was trying to cure some sort of great pestilence.
And there's pestilent creatures, those little goat things.
Pestilenzi demons, yep.
Okay. Time to head back up this way then. Is there anything special about this door?
It appears to be a wooden door reinforced with iron. It has no lock on it.
Okay. I'll open it.
Okay, 1 second, please. You just creak the door open. Okay.
What is that? Is it a toe?
As you step in, you see the walls of this room are covered with murals depicting a glowing white-robed figure in various different scenes. In each scene, the figure seems to be healing powerful mythical creatures, like dragons. Dragons, manticores, and you can even see the figure pressing his hand on even figures that resemble deities to heal them.
What's this big green thing over
In the
here?
northeast puddle of the room, there is a puddle of bubbling, vile putrescence.
Oh.
It gives off a horrible smell, like rotting feces.
Oof.
Standing around it, you see several figures. Rotting corpses are standing around, kneeling near the pool, apparently drinking from the pool. They do not appear to notice you right away.
Oh, well,
They're scooping up this this thick substance. It's almost like the consistency of like warm jello. They're scooping it up and shoving it into whatever orifices they have. Some in their mouths, some in holes behind their backs, some like underneath their armpit or into the chest.
That's not how you eat.
Grunar's moving forward.
Okay.
Pretty much as you'll let me until they eventually take.
Well, yeah, they do take notice because you are quite a loud person.
Fair enough.
One of the plague zombies raises his head up. He is missing his lower jaw, and he sort of is dripping this green putrescence. Away from the pool and towards you guys. Roll initiative.
Does the jello look flammable?
One second. There you go. Baldur's Gate music.
Alright, let's go.
Am I up here?
Scylla. You react first as you see the
Cool.
zombies begin to stumble towards Grunyar.
5 foot step here, and throw a javelin at zombie 6. Not too worried about pestilent zombies. We have met these things before.
That is quite a
Oh,
far
arcane
throw. Oh, that's already a miss, but it's quite a far
Right.
throw.
Oh, so it would have been hard anyway.
Yes. He is 50 feet away from you.
I should have readied that as an action.
Plague Zombie 5. That's all he can do. Plague Zombie 6. Plague Zombie 8. Antic. Runs over here. Gets down on one knee and levels her crossbow at Plague Zombie 5. Make it a deadly aim. That's a natural 1. Flies and just breaks on the wall. Nara.
I am going to.
That is 2. I was gonna say you have 20 feet of movement.
I forgot. And then I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay, you get ready to swing.
Yeah.
Plague Zombie 7. Grunyar.
They're already getting ready to swing. There, me moving is gonna mess. So I guess he'll just hold his action too.
Okay.
Get ready to hit whatever comes in range.
Scylla.
I will arcane strike javelin the thing that physically clashes with somebody in the party.
Gotcha. Plague Zombie 5. Walks up to Antic, but can't attack because zombies are permanently staggered in Pathfinder. They can either move or hit, that's it. Plague Zombie
Well, I
6.
think that's fair. Well, I was, you know, they didn't.
Both swing at the same time, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, make your swings.
Is that just normal attack?
You could make it a power attack if you'd like.
How do I do that?
Scroll down on the attack window, at the very bottom, there should be something that says Power Attack, Deadly Aim. That basically is going to give you a -1 to hit to get a +2 to damage.
Yeah.
Except... Oh yeah, I was about to say, you swing the Bastard Sword and miss the zombie, and then Nara just cleaves the zombie's head right off.
Well.
As the zombie dies, it quickly bubbles up, and then pops in a 5-foot radius.
Oof.
You're immune to disease, Grunyar. Nara, make a fort save. You are not affected. But again, it leaves this sort of greenish pestilence all over the ground. Plague Zombie 8. That's as far as it can move. Antic. 5-foot step away. Ready crossbow. Striking the zombie directly in the chest. However, because it is not slashing, it only does 5 damage. Because zombies are immune or resistant to all damage except slashing. The bolt sinks directly into the zombie's chest, but the zombie seems undeterred. Nara.
I move. Does this count for my cleave?
This is cleave, yes.
Yay!
Okay. Wildly swing in a big arc. That hits. Roll attack again. That one misses.
Damn it.
This first one pops. Make a fort save. I gotta check if that's a pass or fail. That's a pass. Just barely.
Whew.
Tie goes to defender. Grunyar.
Move there, and he's going to attack Plague Zombie 8.
Okay, awesome. Plague Zombie 8 is hit and is barely standing.
To
Scylla.
be fair, they're usually barely standing.
True.
I will 5-foot step in front of Antic and claw this thing with arcane strike.
Okay, double claws. You literally rip the zombie into 2 pieces. You sink your claws into its chest and just split its chest from its legs.
And now I remember it's going to explode.
Yes, fort save, please. You're fine. Blech. Plague Zombie 8 is going to use its slam attack on Grunyar.
Good luck.
Don't say that.
Got a tower shield, he can't touch you.
You bring your shield up and block it.
That's true. My AC is ridiculous.
Your AC is 23.
Yeah, I forgot that for a second.
Nothing can touch you.
Antic. Cool roll. She raises her crossbow and headshot. Despite a... Oh, sorry, that should be 3 damage. Despite there being a giant bolt in the zombie's face, it is barely moving. Although it appears like it can't really see that well now. Nara.
I hit.
Hit, then. Oh, and you're not cleaving anymore. Yep, okay. Yep, you just bisect this zombie. And it pops. Make a fort save. That Tycho's the defender again.
Nara's just barely getting out of this shit.
You're barely forgetting to close your mouth when they explode.
She's just yelling. She's like, ah!
When the zombies die, it once again falls to silence.
And bubbles.
And bubbles there very loud now. Get immersed by turning up Groovy's volume slightly. To the north, to the east, there are doors. To the south, there is a staircase going up.
Grunyer is going to take a few moments going pretty much just to each now fallen zombie. Just a quick little, or well, what's left of them. A quick little prayer for their souls and all.
Alright. You set the zombies to rest. These corpses are incredibly old, and they appear to just be stuck together using this green stuff.
The staircase going up is strange because we explored the whole previous floor and we didn't discover like a corresponding staircase going down, I don't think.
Possibly.
Is that where we're going to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, first thing you notice as you begin to go up, the staircase ceiling is covered in big leeches.
Oh, it's the leeches. Ah.
This appears to
did
be where
encounter
leech
that.
room goes.
Somebody going to tell me to not do it, or
Let's not.
I mean,
do
you
it.
see many leeches.
that part doesn't bother me. But if they know where it goes,
Giant. And by the way, these are giant leeches. These leeches are medium-sized creatures.
awesome.
So like they're like 5 foot long, I believe.
Let's see. In that case, Grunyer is turning back around and once again looking to Scylla.
Yeah, we saw the leeches on the first floor of the dungeon, and we did not go into that room, and there was a staircase going down, and so this must be where it connects.
Pick a door.
Up.
Okay, this door appears to be wooden, iron reinforced, and unlocked.
He'll open it.
For a second, I thought you had said that the door was locked, and I was like,
I thought so too.
There you go, you're unsnapped.
We disappeared.
I know. for a split second. Oh, wait, no, you got it.
Grunyar's. I was like, Grunyar's the only one there.
I was like, this is how it started.
Gronyar's the main character now.
Dun, dun, dun. Keep going.
This door is wood, reinforced with iron, but it is locked.
Nara, you predicted the future.
Doesn't Antic have something she can do about locked doors?
She can pick them, yes. Would you like her to?
Yeah.
Antic gets down on one knee and pulls out her thieves' tools. By the way, you might want to turn the bubbling up slightly even more.
Ooh. Big bubbly room.
I would recommend 79%.
That's not good.
Okay. After about a minute, she creaks the door slightly open. It's unlocked now.
Okay, Grunnar will take lead again. Oh.
This is the remains of a library. And right in the middle there is a big, almost like mucus-like pool of this green substance.
No creatures?
No one that you can see. Grunyar,
Mm-hmm.
as you are within a few feet of the pool, you feel a intense radiating sickness. But your divine health keeps you safe. You feel like if someone was not as prepared as you are for this, they would be in a lot of danger getting near this.
So he's gonna turn back and just, unless someone else here is under some form of divine protection, I'm going to recommend you do not come any closer to whatever this stuff is.
Nara, do you count as divine protection?
Yeah, the pool actually radiates heat, almost like a heater.
Awesome. He'll kind of just move along, see if he can get past it without touching it.
Yeah, you can walk her by.
Just gonna go take a look around over here.
First thing you see is, this is the same thing that you used to enter the teleportal maze, but it's carved slightly different.
He's just nope. Nope.
And right here, this leads into another room.
Okay. He'll get closer. He's gonna see if he can touch it.
Okay, with your hand or with your weapon?
Yeah. Hand.
Okay. You reach down, it's viscous, but it doesn't immediately kill you.
This way.
Yeah, you have to like wipe it off onto your leg. Because it definitely sticks to you.
Definitely yuck.
Yeah, peeking into this room. Let me see how far your dark vision would go.
Yeesh.
Thing is definitely coming from here. You can see very gently the slime is flowing this way.
He's gonna call back to the rest of the group. I can check the next room, but you guys aren't gonna be able to follow me through this. Can you guys hang tight for a second, or do you want me just not?
Good luck.
Okay, okay. slowly like step into it.
Okay, it's about a foot deep.
But it doesn't seem to hurt me.
This is difficult terrain while you're in it.
Okay.
So you're moving at 10 feet per 6 seconds.
So he'll just kind of slowly wade his way through it then.
Okay. You can very clearly tell now that it's flowing towards you.
Okay. He'll just stop once he gets to here and look around. Jesus, okay.
Okay. What you see here... this huge room reeks with rot and disease, an overwhelming miasma that rises from a huge central pool of pus and filth. At the middle of the pool, the horrid liquids fountain upward at a height of 5 feet. 5 large rivulets of fluid trickle from the fountain right in the center of the room. The room obviously was once a temple. The huge alcove to the northern part is a 10-foot-tall statue of a benevolent-looking figure wearing white painted robes. Behind the figure, he walks behind a sunset, or in front of a sunset on a hill. However, the statue is splashed with blood and filth, and a grisly necklace made of human hands is draped around its neck. Like some sort of psychopathic offering. All of the hands are left hands.
Oh. So I don't think I have any way of... No, definitely nothing built in class or anything. Okay.
There is an intense, powerful necromantic energy coming from the fountain that you can feel even without using spells.
This is getting sketchier and sketchier. Move into the room and move.
As you enter the room, there is a loud shriek from the fountain.
Of course.
Let's see. Roll initiative?
Okay.
You guys also hear the loud shriek. Okay.
So when the information that this pestilence is dangerous to us was relayed, like how dangerous is this to us that we
I can't
understand?
tell you that.
I mean, I kind of told you that you wouldn't be okay unless, like, a literal deity was on your side. So, do with that what you will.
So, if I were to use my purity judgment, how fucked would I be?
Purity would definitely give you a bonus. It would give you a bonus on saving throws. I can't tell you though. That's something you wouldn't know. But you hear the shriek, and immediately, I gotta get some boss music.
Oh,
Well, why do you need boss music if it's
Literally, it's like, why do I hear boss music? Sorry, I have to get the right theme. There you go. I want to turn music down now if you want to.
Okay.
From the ooze, several figures begin to form. They will not be able to act for one turn, but they are forming out of ooze right now.
Well, that's fun.
These we've seen before. We fought 2 of them, and it was hell.
Okay. Oop, you'll definitely have to turn that down a bit now.
Scylla,
Oh, I don't know what to do here. Because it doesn't sound like we can, safely traverse this at all. And we heard the screams,
oh yeah, you heard a shriek.
a shriek, but it clearly wasn't Grunyar shrieking.
Yes.
I will try to move like here, which I hope will be safe.
Sorry, let me snap you.
We snap.
It hurts.
There you go.
And
You definitely feel the radiating heat.
just ready that I don't even know what to do here. Oh god. I will ready that if other party members run into the ooze, I will run with them.
So you're going to ready a move action.
Yes.
Okay. Nara. That's close enough. Make a fort save. You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go ahead and use my purity judgment.
Okay.
So that gives me just a +1 to saving throws?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Grunyar. You see 4 demons beginning to form out of the ooze.
So he's going to. Does this spot count as? Yeah, it would be difficult terrain. Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so if I used. So I can move one more time, I think. One
Yep.
more square. Okay. So I'll just back up a bit, plant a shield in front of him for the time being. He'll
Okay.
hold an attack action if anything gets to him.
Gotcha. Antic. She loads her crossbow and gets ready to shoot anything that is not Grunyar. This demon now has a turn. Let me check there. Okay, here it comes. These demons move. They're still stuck in the ooze, though.
Ha!
Okay. This demon is going to wave his hands, cast invisibility on himself. And so do all the other demons. Scylla.
Alright, they disappeared. But we don't know. I don't know that yet.
Yes.
I will ready that I will. Oh, I'm gonna 5 foot. No, I won't do that. I'm gonna throw a javelin at anything that comes out that is not Grunyar on our end of the room here.
Okay. Nara.
I'm gonna try and touch the ooze.
Okay. You do so. Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You jump
I
down
s-
into the ooze.
Yes. Does anything happen?
You need to make another fort save
Okay.
with a +1. You're fine.
Am I allowed to keep moving or? Okay.
That's 10 feet.
Oh shit. Okay.
Grunyar. All the demons just vanish, but you can see very vaguely movement in the ooze in these spots.
Okay, then you should have an idea that like they're not gone; they're invisible in one means or another, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to use his 10 feet to just keep walking backwards. He's going to yell that they've. I'm assuming he knows what they're called.
Make a religion check.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're not undead.
They are
They're not.
demons.
Yeah. Click the button. Thank you. I don't have that, so I cannot. Okay. Oh wait, there it is. I see it. I just can't read.
Very commonly they're called plague demons.
He'll. She's just gonna. Yeah, 'cause he's already done his movement. He'll hold his action again, same as before, and
Okay.
just yell back, "The demons have hidden themselves."
Antic.
That's you.
Antic is going to use magic device. Nice. She whips out the scroll of fly and casts it on herself. She then flies 10 feet directly up. And then 10 feet this way. And ends her turn. She now can fly for 3 minutes. Okay, 1 second. In the ooze, right here and here, you see 2 more things begin to form.
Oh god.
And directly in front of you... Oh, I accidentally just deleted his token.
And right in front of you, nothing. A literal nothing.
This demon appears and tries to chomp you. That's a natural 20.
Ouch.
Twice. Yeah, it's 2 natural 20s.
Jesus. Okay.
You take 6 damage.
Ouch.
And you must make... Oh, you're immune to disease. Never mind. Scylla.
Do I get to make my attack?
Oh, yes, you do.
Uh,
Antic says to you, Scylla, there has to be a way to stop it. You swing, and the Pestilency Demon quickly ducks out of the way.
Turn it on power attack.
Scylla. I can't hear you if you're speaking, Scylla.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 5 foot step. I'm gonna be under Antic,
Okay.
so I won't move my token, but I'm under them, and cast enlarge person on Grunyar.
Okay, rad. Nara.
Okay, I can only move 10 feet right now, right?
Yep. Okay, you climb up out of the ooze. Grunyar.
What does enlarged person do in this one?
It's a lot better than 5th edition. Basically, it's a full round spell, so it takes an entire round for Scylla to cast it, but on Scylla's next turn, you'll become large, get a bunch of bonuses, your weapon increases in damage, all that stuff.
Okay. In that case, this is gonna provoke an opportunity attack, I think, but all well.
No, you could 5 foot step.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just step back. As long as you only move 5 feet, and that's all the movement you do this turn, it doesn't provoke anything.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do that, and once again, just hold my attack.
Okay.
Trying to get them close enough, but
Antic
not let them pass.
peeks out from behind the corner and shoots the Pestilency Demon with her crossbow. The Pestilency Demon does not know she is there, so it is a flat-footed attack. The Pestilency Demon is shot directly in the face for 17 damage. -5, because it is not a cold iron or a good weapon. This demon shrieks as a bolt gets stuck in its face. It steps forward. Chomp. Missing.
He only got one this time?
Oh no, he rolled to confirm a crit, you need to roll to
right,
crit
right.
and then roll to hit
Right.
again.
You're right. Then I guess I'll just roll my attack then.
Yep.
Make sure... Yeah. Turn that off. There we go. Now...
That is a hit, but not a crit, because it does not hit him the second time. So you slash him with your magic weapon. Because your weapon is not cold iron or imbued with goodness, it does hit him for full damage. No, it doesn't hit him for full damage. You deal 3 damage. Okay. Let's see here. You hear a splash as something jumps into the ooze.
Oh, fantastic.
Scylla. Your turn goes off?
Yes. The enlarge effect.
Big dwarf. The irony.
You now take up pretty much the entire hallway.
Perfect.
And Scylla, you now get your turn.
Is there any reason to think that these demons are evil?
You assume they are evil.
Probably. Alright, so I'm already standing under Antic, so I can touch Grunyar now, and I will draw the evil wand, protection from evil, with my tail, and touch it to him.
Yeah, okay. Grunyar, you have a +2 armor class against evil things. Evil creatures that are summoned, not these, but creatures that are summoned via spells, cannot touch you. And you cannot be charmed or possessed by anything evil.
Dope. Just a big super paladin now.
Nara.
I'm assuming the Pestilency demons are not undead?
They
Or
do not
are they?
appear undead.
Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on Grunt.
Grunyar, you have a +1 to your next roll.
Jesus. Okay.
Grunyar.
Am I? Am I far enough back that I can be attacked around by like the rest of the party?
No.
Okay.
You're too big, unfortunately. They don't have reach.
Okay, that's fine. He doing he job. So the first time he doesn't actually have to step back. Alright, so I'm just going to attack.
If you guys want to push up, you could start bull rushing or overrunning. Or you could hold here.
I like the idea of keeping them in a choke point.
Okay.
Just kind of sucks that I'm cutting off Nara at least. The other two are ranged. Or can be.
Scylla's usually not ranged, but he can be ranged.
Yeah. There's the possibility of it.
Javelins.
Okay.
For the win.
Grunyar, what are you doing, bud?
I'm going to attack the Pestilence Demon number 4 here.
Okay. How do you like the music?
Oh, helps if I select the weapon.
Dun, dun,
Music
dun.
good.
You do slash the Pestilence Demon for 2 damage.
Sick. I can see why these things were so irritating to fight.
Yes. They have resistance even if it's magic.
They teleport too.
Oh yeah, they have at-will greater teleport. But they can't do it and be invisible at the same time. These plague zombies do not have any difficult terrain while in plague.
Yeah, that always makes sense.
Antic flies over here and then pokes out and stealth attacks this boyo.
So, what were the benefits of being enlarged again? Sorry.
You have essentially your weapon does more damage, you have more strength, and you take up more space, and you have 10 feet of reach.
Okay, did I get the bonus damage on that?
Oh, nope, that would do 1 more damage.
Okay. Woo!
However, that arrow shot by Antic does not hit. Wait, no it does because it hits his flat-footed. Because you can't see it coming.
Sick.
The creature takes 6 damage. This creature is just peppered with bolts. Plague Zombie 12. People are in the way, though. He tries to walk, but he bumps into something right here.
Good, they're forming a nice orderly line.
This demon, doesn't really care about his own safety, so he's going to bite you. Missing horribly.
Excuse me.
There is a flash of light right here. Demon Greater teleports right here.
Oh, jeez.
Demons. Leave. Scylla.
Okay. I'm going. No, this is bad. They're teleporting all over the place. All right. 5 foot. No, that's not even gonna help.
So let's see. The plague zombies form. Okay. Sorry, the fountain has things that it does every round. Okay. It's not doing anything this round though.
All right. I'm gonna tumble to get away from this pestilency demon.
Where are you tumbling?
Just like into the.
That is not enough.
So my tumble is stopped.
Tumble is...
Or it's only stopped if he hits me.
Yes, it only stops if it hits you. Which it doesn't.
And cast. This one's gonna use my arcane bond, enlarge person on Nara.
Okay. Oh, you can't tumble and cast a full action spell. You have to 5-foot
That's
step
cool.
and do it defensively.
In that case, magic whip on Nara after the tumble.
Magic weapon's a touch spell.
Oh.
There's a lot of very...
Okay. I will have taken the 5-foot step
Okay.
and defensively cast enlarge person.
Okay. Do that.
What do I do?
It is a concentration check. You pass. Nara.
Okay. I am going to attack.
Demon number 5?
Yes.
Okay. Tygo's a defender.
God damn it.
The demon raises his hands up and just bats away your sword. Grunyar.
Okay. I'm gonna attack demon number 4 again.
Okay. Because of your plus damage, it deals a good old 1 damage.
Jeez, resistance shaves off a lot.
It's real bad. That's why you need spells like Bless Weapon or stuff like that.
Maybe next level. If we live that long.
Plague Zombie 13. Antic. Flies up here behind the bookshelves. And is going to try to hide. Okay. That's all she can do this turn, though. Plague Zombie 12 can't do anything. Demons. Okay, demons are doing things.
The demon's gonna do the stuff.
Gunyar is not bitten.
2 tank.
Demon number 3. Here. And is going to begin casting Grease. However, he is in Gunyar's range.
Ooh.
He's within your reach. So you can opportunity attack him if you'd like.
Okay, is that just, as far as this goes, just normal attack?
Yep.
Buttons and all? Make sure that's slow. Good. Oh, once again, helps by select a weapon.
You actually hit him. While he's casting the spell. He needs to make a concentration check to keep the spell. He fails. No, it's a -5 damage.
Oh wow, just flat.
Yes. It's real bad. He does fail the spell, as you quickly swing around the corner and smack him in the face with the side of your bastard sword.
Just no.
Demon number 5. 5-foot steps. He's going to cast Summon Swarm. Although that takes a full round action.
Somebody do a thing.
This demon here spends his turn to cast Greater Teleport. He appears right here. Scylla, your turn goes off.
Yes, Nara big now.
And right before Scylla's actual turn, the fountain gets to go. Okay. You hear skittering and scurrying from all throughout the dungeon. Nara.
Okay. Does air barrier take his action?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably worth it,
What-
though.
What kind of action?
Standard.
Standard? Okay. Can I do a standard action and move?
Yes.
Okay. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna use air barrier.
Okay, you have a flat +4 armor class. For, I believe it's an hour per level? Or
So
just 1 hour.
Let me see.
Okay, Granyar.
Wait, my turn got missed. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
got to
Scylla.
go.
Forgot Scylla.
So before air barrier, it doesn't matter, but like I 5-foot step so I can touch Nara and cast bull strength on Nara.
Okay, Nara,
+4 strength.
Sick.
your strength is now 22, Nara.
Hell yeah.
Now, Granyar.
Okay. So I'm once again just gonna attack Pestilence Demon 4.
Oof, okay, here comes this fight. We might actually have to stop this fight mid-fight because it's almost 10.
Yeah.
But we can always come back to this spot. But let's do a few more rounds and see how we're doing.
Alright,
See if
so-
anyone needs to flee. There's an unfortunate miss.
Yeah.
Plague zombies can't do as shit. Like,
Yeah, that was part of the point of me blocking the hallway.
Antic?
I'll be right back in just a few seconds.
Antic raises her crossbow and fires at this dude casting Summon Swarm. Hitting. Forgot to add the sneak attack damage. Dealing 15 damage. And he fails the concentration check. His spell is wasted. Demon 4. Bite. Demon 3 bites Nara. Missing. Demon 5 steps and bites Scylla. Natural 1. Demon 6 also bites Nara. Missing.
I was gonna get cleaved.
From down the hallway,
I have returned.
on the fountain's turn, a swarm of giant rats appears on both sides of the battlefield.
Oh, Jesus.
Both sides.
Yes. For the sake of initiative, I'm going to just do all the rats at once.
Okay.
Don't have to
Do we
do what?
see them on the other side?
Gunyar and Nara do.
I think I don't see any tokens on the other side. Over on the fountain side of things. Oh, okay, there they are.
So they seem unaffected by the pestilence.
Yes. Scylla.
This is bad. Alright, well the rats here, they're not that smart. Okay, I will use my move action to draw the sleepy rug, and I will use my other action, I suppose, to put it out. on
That
the
will
sword
provoke.
from the Demon 5.
Yes.
I will accept that. Well, maybe I should try tumbling away. No, I want to stay close enough to touch Nara,
That fails to hit.
and then putting it out here.
You lay out the sleepy rug. Nara.
So, can I make a religion check for my +2 against the deities? It says, I gain a +2 bonus on knowledge religion checks to recognize worshippers of any deity with the demon subdomain, as well as 2 morale bonus on attack rolls and caster level checks. So,
Nope.
can I do that?
If these demons are followers of Orcus, you straight up just have a +2 to hit them.
Okay. Cool.
Orcus is your opposed deity, so it makes sense.
I'm gonna attack numbers 6 and 3.
Cleave power attack.
Yes. So I add 2 to my attack bonus.
Yep.
Do I add anything to the damage bonus?
1. Because you're big.
Oh.
Okay, the first one cleaves through 6, dealing 12 damage. Roll for 3. Natural 1.
That was a big damage roll if it.
As it swings, it sort of gets caught on 6, and it doesn't even actually... It's not able to reach 3.
Damn.
Gunyar.
Okay, once again, attacking Demon 4 here. Broken record, but I mean, you know.
I mean, it's not like you do anything else.
Eh. And I could, but it wouldn't really do anything better, I should say. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. That is actually Tygo's defender, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Giant rat.
They like the rug.
It's very soft.
Fall asleep with no save.
Wrecked.
These rats take a long time to get over. Because they're in the goop.
They doing stuff.
This rat attempts to bite. Failing horribly. Plague Zombie 13 is actually going to be smart enough to go around. Slam attack. Failing. You have like 25 AC right now.
Yeah. And mildly difficult to hit.
Antic pokes out and shoots Plague Zombie 6. Not Plague Zombie, Pestilency Demon. Oh, only the first one. It's actually a natural 20. That deals clean 24 damage,
Jeez.
dealing 19 damage. This demon is just shot in the back of the head, and as it falls over dead, it just melts into goo.
Yucky.
Plague Zombie 12. Can't do shit. Demon 4. Natural 1. Demons 5 and 3 try to bite Nara. Failing on both attempts. With the same roll, kind of weirdly.
Yeah, it's in tandem.
The fountain goes before Scylla.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. An old favorite comes back.
Oh god.
It's the fire snake.
No, crawling from
No.
the fountain, you see
Centipedes.
5 giant centipedes.
Well,
Nara is gonna be traumatized.
You once
these are on
you
that side.
the thought goes through your mind. Will the fountain ever stop until it is stopped? And it's 10 p.m. Is everyone okay to keep going, or should we stop, Scylla?
Oh, maybe we should. This could take a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm fine either way, it doesn't bother me.
We should stop.
Sure.
Well, the party surrounded, a foot deep in Gook, has to destroy the Fountain of Pestilence before they are overwhelmed. I hope everyone, I'll stop the music. I hope everyone enjoyed that session.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
You've got the boss of the baby dungeon right in front of you. And,
Found it.
he's gotta destroy the Fountain of Pestilence.
Somehow.
Yes, somehow.
So we're gonna have to move next time and actually get in there.